Hey everyone. Hope all is well in your world. Today I wanted to share with you something that had happened just in the last couple hours, and I'm actually dumbfounded, just absolutely beside myself. When they say that life is stranger than fiction, I'm sort of on the belief of that now, and I'm beside myself. I don't even know where to start, but I've got to just get this out of my system. I need to express what has just happened. It's had me in turmoil all day, and yeah. So here's where we'll start. I'm going to change the person's name for the sake of the identity, but a good friend of mine, we'll call him Pete. A good friend of mine, Pete, I dated many years ago. Nice guy, however, wasn't suitable for me as a companion. Great as a friend, not suitable for me as a companion. Anyways, we still chummed together, we still hung out, kept in touch, and the contact was ongoing. I think we've all been in those situations where we've had a relationship where one clearly cares so much more for the other, and it's hard to become friends, and I understand that. And for him, he ended up becoming friends and understood that if that's all he could get from the relationship, he was willing to take that. So yes, we've been friends. Every time he's in town, he's from out of town. Every time he's in town, he's always come to my place. He's always stayed over. Again, good times. I enjoy his company. Nice guy. The last time he stayed over was in Norval about a year and a half ago, and when he stayed overnight, Jay was actually up in town in Aurelia. When he stayed overnight, he got up early in the morning and left me a little note. The note had kind of indicated he called me the Prince of Norval. The note indicated as such. It was like, "Hey, Prince, glad to see life is treating you well. So happy to see you happy, and I hope life continues to treat you well. Clearly you've got a man that you're in love with. I only hope that I can find somebody that loves me as much as I do you." So anyways, off he goes, and I didn't see him leave, and I found the note. So I let it be, and I didn't have any contact with him. I was okay with the no contact. I thought, let things settle, and it'll be a couple months, and I'll hear from him, or a couple weeks. I knew his character, or at least I thought I knew his character well enough that I thought, a little bit of time, and he'll come around, because he always called. Anyways, it's been over a year and a half since I've had contact with this party, and last night I was sitting talking to Jay about him because, again, it's a miss. There's something missing in your life. You're missing that friendship. I'm good with writing people off, but I'm not good with being written off. And if I've not done anything in particular, I definitely am a little bit curious about the whole situation. So one thing led to another, and I went on the hunt to locate him. I took the necessary steps to do so because he's disappeared from Facebook, disappeared from my MSN, disappeared from Hotmail, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I did find an old email address, and I sent off an email, and off I went. I've sold this party several paintings of mine. Perhaps he's the largest sole collector of any of my paintings. So today I located an address, skip searched him a little bit further, got an address, got a phone number, called down. When I called down, I was like, "Hello, how are you?" I heard his voice, I recognized it, and there was a little bit of calmness in me. And he said, "Who's this?" I said, "What do you mean, who's this? It's the Prince of Norval. Who else could it be?" And he's like, "I'm so sorry." He goes, "Did you not get my email?" I said, "No, I didn't." Then he proceeded to have a little conversation with me. Well, here's his email, and then I can kind of elaborate on the conversation. His email back to me was, "Hello, Mr. Hurst. I thought you got my email last year that I sent to you. Last May, when I came home from Ontario, I hit a moose driving from the airport at 1 a.m. Long story short, I was in a coma for 2 months, a broken back, and to top off the cake, I'm suffering from severe brain injury. Having said that, I have had amnesia. I can't remember the past 20 years of my life. The amnesia was really bad. When I woke up from the coma, I didn't know anything. No one, not even myself. Hell, I didn't even know I was gay until I found some pictures. And that was mind-blowing. But anyways, yeah, really rough times for me. I'll never get my memory back, so I know of you, but I can't remember you. Apparently, I came out to my cousin last May when I was staying with her, and I told her all about you and I. She's been filling me in on all the gaps. And by the way, I love your art. Um, that's where the first question started about you, Mr. Hurst. I have done much research on you and to see if I could remember you. I hope that this doesn't sound weird, and I do apologize. From what my cousin has been saying to me about how I felt for you, I really wanted to remember you. So sorry that you didn't get my email last year that I had sent you. I just figured you got it and wrote me off. I hope one day I could have just one memory of you. Take care, and his name. I'm devastated by this. He's a really great guy. Again, not somebody I want to date, but I mean, as a human being and as a person, really great guy. Uh, he had a conversation with me, and he clearly couldn't recall anything. I honestly, amnesia really sounds like something more daytime soapish than anything else. It just doesn't seem real to me. And in having the conversation with him, it's almost heartbreaking that he doesn't remember any of the times that we've spent together as friends or otherwise, and fair enough. I guess what's really baffling now or what's upsetting is, I don't know whether or not I've done the right thing. He asked me at the end of our conversation today if he could send me more emails and asking questions to help fill in the blanks, in which I, of course, agreed to, but I'm still a little bit shocked about the whole thing, and it just seems so weird from somebody who had you on such a pedestal and who idolized you, how they could forget you. Um, and I guess himself he didn't, and it's kind of strange whether or not it's a blessing in disguise. And I say this not lightly, guys, so please don't think I'm trying to be mentally abusive in any manner. But from what he had told me today was that after he left my place in Norval, he went back to his cousin's place, who was going to take him down to the airport. And when he went down to the ride to the airport, he said that once he gets back home, he just wanted to say more or less goodbye to his mom. And then he was going to go up in the back. His intent was to go up in the backwoods and more or less snuff himself. I've got to admit that he's had a few bad deals in life, and things have not worked out well for him. Again, wonderful person, but there's been a few tragedies in life that he's really suffered from it, and I really have a huge amount of empathy for. And to think that he was going to go home and do something like that is really heartbreaking. And in fact, me not speaking to him over the last year, and I said this to Jason last night, my biggest fear was to actually call and find out, in fact, that he may have done something along that line. And I just couldn't really bear to hear that. So anyways, I guess my question to you guys would be is, what do you do with the situation as it is? Um, I know in how he had expressed his feelings, and now this is a chance that he can be wiped out and avoid the pain of not, I guess, dating me in that sense. And again, please, this is no vanity thing. This is, I was somebody he had a huge interest in, and maybe it's a good thing that he forgot, and maybe it's wiped out. And I'd rather have him here. I'd rather have him here on this earth than and not remember, and then to have him here living in any kind of suffering. So yeah, it's been a bit of a shocking situation and all, and I really feel for the poor guy. Like I feel quite sad about the whole situation, and I'm not quite sure what to do with it. Should I just leave him be and not bother? And I'm thinking that might be the best for him. Or do you try to help somebody pick up the pieces and just fluff off the intensity that he had. Anyways, I'm pretty dumbfounded about the whole situation because when I'm talking to him, it's so sterile. It sounds without any emotion, without any sort of excitement, without any admiration. And it just seems like such a lost soul. It's really saddening. So, yeah, I'm just going to put that out there to you guys on what you would do in this situation, and we'll go from there. Like I said, it is a really odd situation, and I certainly wouldn't wish it upon anyone, and I really feel bad that this has happened. So that's my events for today. As you can see, I'm a little bit choked by the whole thing. Because honestly, I miss my friend, and I miss, you know, I miss hearing his laughter and miss hearing that joy in his life and the excitement. And it really hurts to see somebody being so wiped out.